Welcome to today's Family 5. I'm Kelly Belt, Director of Family Ministries at First Christian Church. The world is so big, and you can go so many places. If you've ever been on a trip, you know you have to have all the places you want to visit mapped out so you don't get lost. Let's say we were going from Greensburg, Indiana to the Grand Canyon. What roads will we take? Where will we stop for gas? And where will we spend the night? These kind of things have to be planned out for a fun and safe trip. Have you ever thought of our lives being like a map? We like to have everything we do planned out for the future. Where will we go to college? Where will we live? What will we be when we grow up? Sometimes instead of a place we can pinpoint on a map, we just end up with a big question mark. God doesn't always give us the answers to the questions right away. There are lots of places that we could live or go to school. Sometimes we don't know where it will be. But does that mean we have to worry? Not at all. God is still taking care of us. He will reveal the road to our next stop in His own time. The Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." How many of you have plans for the future? As we just read, God has plans for you too. And it may be that God's plans are different than yours. You may not like that. For instance, normally your plan at school would be to go sit at lunch with friends. But what if God's plan for you is to make some new friends? You may not want to do it at first, but I think you'll find out that God's plan is always the best plan. After all, He is God. So next time you look at a map, remember that God is looking at one too, a map of your life. Enjoy the ride, even if you don't know where you're going yet. If you're listening, God will tell you what the next stop is. Now let's take out our sermon notes and sermon bingo pages as Pastor Ray shows us how David responded to God's plans for his life.